And I'm here with the infamous country artist. Man's been on the grind for years, man.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Jacob, how are you? How you doing, man?
And I'm on cloud nine today, man. We went on iTunes. My album's it's like top 20 right now, which is pretty crazy because that album's been out since 2017 and it hasn't seen the charts in God knows how long. But also God's Country. If you go to the search bar on iTunes, it's #1 trending on iTunes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I have, we have definitely been working to really push that song, and I'm really glad you guys were able to do a remake of that.
Me too, man. I mean, it's then partnering up with State of Mind on that. It was just the moment I heard that we were going to do this song, my producers, I knew I had to be on it. I was like, I have to be on this song. This is it's going to be a smash. It's going to go #1. And so far, it's looking like we're going to hit that #1 spot for sure, which is pretty great because
I can't wait.
I haven't had a #1, especially on Billboard or anything like that.
So. And it's crazy, man. We I don't know if people know or not, but we actually met years ago when I was in Philadelphia. I was president of a radio club and at Monco, and I just remember hearing that song that you made. Got me like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy, he's already up there, and it was just hilarious. It's so great to see independent artists who are on the grind and they don't give up on themselves. And I think you're a great example of that, man. Especially with Black on the background. So
yeah, I got one sitting on the ground here too. I got to hang up. So, and then there's one like I do have a Billboard plaque, but it's for State of Mind. They did a rock version of The Thunder Rolls.
Wow.
So I wasn't on the song, but I was an executive producer on that music video and involved in the song. So I was like, if I work on it and it hits #1, I want a plaque for sure. You know what I mean? Like, I want my whole house or something just covered in plaques one day.
Yeah, for sure. So tell us, man, how did you get involved in music, and what was the inspiration?
So I've always wanted to be a musician since I was before even kindergarten. So my mom actually, she has this paper and it says it was from kindergarten. It's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And mine was a rock star.
Nice.
I sing country music. I don't know how much of a rock. Well, I guess I'm going more rock now.
Yeah.
Which I'm totally fine with that. I love rock music. But my grandpa, he played guitar and sang all the time, and I love that. And my Uncle Terry too, still just a big. He loves playing still to this day, and he's trying to get his band together and more out there. So, music's kind of been in my family. My parents don't play an instrument or sing or anything like that. So I think they were kind of shocked when I did, but. I've just always wanted to do it. And then I took guitar class in high school because I thought it would be an easy A. It was a little more difficult than I thought, but I had a lot of fun doing it. And it led me to where I am now with writing songs. Because if I didn't know how to play guitar, I probably never would have written a song.
Wow. And that speaks to a lot of just the way that music flows through a lot of our spirits,
Yeah.
I'm a religious guy, but I do believe in music, and it's very healing to the soul. Is that
sure.
that you think that you probably use now for, like, I don't know, coping mechanisms or anything like that?
I used to. I probably don't as much anymore, just because I think it kind of goes with anything. Music's in my everyday, all day life, so it kind of sucks because maybe you're almost a little desensitized to it. It takes a really, really good song these days to just hit me hard.
Yeah.
Which happens. It does happen. But I used to listen to music all the time because it would be my coping mechanism. And I would write. And every now and then I still do. Like, sometimes you just feel a certain way and you just got to get those words out, whether it be on paper or, in a song or something like that. So I still do it, but not as much as I used to, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's understandable. What do you think was like one of your hardest songs that you had to work on?
The hardest one for me, lyrically, probably Missing and Wishing, which is actually the biggest song so far that I have. I think God's Country is going to take that spot here on the 19th. But Missing and Wishing, I wrote that song immediately after a breakup. And in that song, it has the words cussing and bitching, yelling and breaking shit. Which is very like who puts that in a country song? And we were like, okay, maybe we should take this out. Maybe this is too much. But we really worked hard on trying to find different lyrics for that. We just couldn't find any lyrics that were better. So it was hard because we spent so long in the song just to go all the way back to the beginning, the way it was originally written. So the song you hear is the way it was written. And we put it out, and people love that part. They're like, it feels real, and because it is real. So sorry, I'm posting something in here.
Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, I've been getting notifications. I'm like, I gotta like stop.
Yeah, I'm pinning a comment here in Facebook for anybody that wants to get God's Country on here. So.
Oh yeah, and also you can drop the. I'll try to see if I can pin that on here as well. Let me type this in there.
Oh yeah, here, I'll comment that in.
Yeah, if you want to send that, yeah, you can actually put it in the comments. Put it in the comments.
Yeah, hold on.
But yeah, and later on in the interview, if you want to people on some of your fans on and ask some questions for you, we can do that too as well.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I got a lot of requests coming. Like I said, Facebook's usually my big one. I mean, 17 people in here on Facebook. We have 250 people in right now. When it first started, it was at like 500. So it's just big.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and pin that right now. So yeah, guys, go ahead and I just pinned it for you. Go ahead and check it out. And I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait to get this song. Like I said, I didn't even know when I first heard that you were going to put this out. I thought it was like a song that you had wrote with State of Mind.
Yeah,
and I'm really good. And then you was like, it's a remix song. I was like, oh my goodness, like this is, now I'm surprised that Blake hasn't like contacted you guys about it, or hey, I mean, I don't know.
He's seen it, I'm sure. It's too big at this point for him not to. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn there, but when God's Country randomly becomes the #1 trending thing on the iTunes charts again for no apparent reason that he doesn't know, and I mean, it went so viral on TikTok and Facebook. I have a Facebook video with God's Country on it right now. It's a Facebook Reels, and it's over 15 million views. It was just at 8 million yesterday. So I mean, it's absolutely just blowing up, and I couldn't be happier about it. I'm just over the moon. And I think he will see it, especially when it's out, because I think that's going to be Blake Shelton's, and I'm assuming that's going to hit #1. So if it does, I think that'll be Blake Shelton's first #1 on a rock chart, because he'll still get credit for it. And
wow, I wonder how like that the process is, because I know you're an independent artist, and it seems like you're already signed to a label. Right. How do you continue to just beat the odds, man? Because I know, like, I feel like there's a stigma about like independent artists because they're not able to expand as much as labels are. But you're doing that exact opposite. So just kind of dive into that and just tell us, what it is, or that formula that someone needs in order to succeed.
No, for sure, and I think that's a great question. I think labels can push you really far, but if you put the work in and you work really hard, you make a good product, you engage with your supporters, and you can maybe even go further than what a label could get you, because you are not limited to what they say. There's like, I could put out a rap song tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, I can put out a Christian album tomorrow or something, or a metal album. Like, I can do whatever I want. I can't get that if I'm signed to a label. You go to them and they'll be like, oh, well, you have to wait in line. Like, we're going to release your album, but it's going to be after these 5 artists, which might be in 5 years.
Wow, that's kind of irritating,
Yeah, and I sat down with Sony and I talked to them, and they actually said that. And when I was in there, I said, so you're telling me I could just not, if I signed with you guys, I would possibly not release music for another 4 to 5 years? And they go, yeah, that's 100% true.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go. Like, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna leave, because it doesn't make any sense when got me like, well, hit #1, and then you guys, and like, things are killing it, and then you're gonna stop me. And then Big Loud was cool. They were nice guys. And that's where Morgan Wallen signed to, and Florida Georgia Line. So those guys were really cool. If I was gonna sign with anybody, it probably would have been them.
Okay.
Or Big Machine's always been a pretty cool one too.
Big Machine's pretty.
There was one that Taylor Swift was on. I mean, huge names are on that record label, and Scooter Braun is the head of it now.
Wow.
So that's Justin Bieber's manager, and Ariana Grande too. So
Yep. Came a long way.
yeah, and I would never. I don't think I have a chance of signing a record deal. I've trashed them so much. Dude, I mean, I talk so much crap about record labels.
I understand. Trust me. I totally understand. When I was in Philadelphia and I heard your music at that time, I was auditioning at different music shows that I won't speak of on here, but and they were saying the same thing. There were some things that we couldn't talk about. I mean, I couldn't even talk to my family about the experience, and it was just like I don't want that. That's lame. I want to be able to be freely with my music and help the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean you're not in a Marvel movie.
No,
you know what I mean. They're not paying you millions. You pay me millions, I'll shut my mouth. But until then, I'm telling everybody about it.
Exactly. So yeah, man. But about this whole situation being a pandemic, I know that a lot of people have been affected by it, and it's just been crazy the last 2 years. How has the pandemic affected you, and what were you able to do to deal with that?
So that's a great question too. And actually, I think the pandemic in the last 2 years isn't the thing that hurt me the most. If anything, it helped my business, and I know that sounds awful, but my music is, I make all of my income through streaming and song sales, and people are bored in the house, they listen to music.
Good point, yeah.
So if I played more shows, it would have hurt me, but I don't. The way it's framed up is everything is just, I write a song, I record it, I put it out.
Got it.
So if anything, streams kind of went up a little bit. So I don't think the pandemic really hurt me as much as it did probably other artists. And I feel for those artists, especially the ones that are, you call them road dogs. Like they go on the road all the time, and they make their money off touring. And that's how they make a living. And there's a lot of artists that were hurt by it, especially ones that are signed to labels. Because when you're signed to a label, usually you make a lot of your money off of touring. And they couldn't do it. So
wow,
it didn't really hurt me. I mean, I had my own issues just in personal life, anyways. I had a girlfriend that passed away, and so that was tough. And it was right around the time the pandemic hit. I was probably dealing with that more so than I was anything pandemic-wise. And the pandemic gave me a good excuse to stay in and deal with that grief myself. So I think that was probably the hardest thing. I don't think it was the pandemic that hit me hard at all. But I hate that it's still here because I'm ready to play a show and I'd love to, and I can't.
Columbus, Ohio, man. GroundSounds, man. We could definitely have a private interview for you. And,
that would be cool.
If you decide to decide to go on tour, I'm suggesting stop here first. Stop here first.
For sure.
Come down south.
You guys aren't far away at all.
No, I think it's probably about 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah,
I'll probably say less than that. Really, we're about 2.5 from Detroit, so I'm sure that's not at all.
No, it's probably a little over 3 hours. So, which is nothing. I mean, I drive that to go film a music video with my cinematographer. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's not a problem.
It would be very, very great. So, if you could choose any artist out there, any artist, to do a song with or a feature with, who would it be?
I mean, Upchurch was great. I love that, and that was a great song. But I already did one with him. I would do another one in a heartbeat.
Upchurch, yeah.
Probably. I'm trying to think of who's just massive. I want to do a song with somebody who's just massive. Yeah, jeez, man. Morgan Wallen, probably.
Ooh, that's a smooth.
I mean, he's massive right now, especially on TikTok, and I know all the stuff that happened with him. But I mean, I mean, career-wise, that would just take me to another level. Or Luke Combs,
Luke Combs,
Luke Combs would be amazing.
Luke, if you're,
you say?
I didn't get you. No, I don't know. I'm just saying. If he came in and came out, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If anyone knows him, if he's watching this, make sure you contact Drew, because I think that would be a hell of a song with you guys, man. That would
it'd be a great time for me for sure. It'd feel like doing charity work at that point, right? But
Oh man, that's hilarious. So I know we talked about the the remix song that you did with your friend State of Mind, Blake Shelton's God's Country, but it's there projects that you're working on or that you're coming out with in the next few months?
Yeah, definitely. We're already working on the next one as we speak, getting the music and everything ready. We're looking at releasing a version, like a heavier rock version. I think. I mean, I don't know if anything's actually officially been set in stone, but we've really entertained the idea. Heaven by Bryan Adams. And I mean, I don't feel bad about saying it. There's like 200 people, a little over 200 people in here, so it's not really spoiling a whole lot. Heaven by Bryan Adams, and one of my favorite songs ever. So the moment I actually sent that idea to them, my producers, and they were like, "Holy cow! Like, we're actually already working on this.
Wow!
Like, we're in talks of doing this already." So I'm partnering up with another guy. Until it's his name's David Garcia, and maybe I don't know if it's actually happening, but maybe I'm putting the cart before the horse here. But I'd love for it to happen.
Yeah, manifest that, speak it into existence. That's
right.
Yeah, man. That's great. So, just a little like advice that you would give to any of the independent artists out there, country artists that's coming up. Is there anything that you would tell them to encourage them?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I think the biggest thing, I've had people message me all the time with that exact question, and it's always, you know, make sure you release the product you're releasing is good. It needs to be catchy. It needs to be like, oh, I could hear this on the radio.
Yeah,
you know, and it needs to have the ability to go to the top. And if it doesn't, and I've released more than enough flops in my day. I mean, the past year or two has just been nothing but flop. I think I had 5 or 6 flops in a row, and I mean, maybe even more if you include my album. Like, and it gets. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've like sat there and I'm just like so depressed. And then I've had talks and like I just feel like nothing's going anywhere, but like you just keep going, you keep pushing, and then we did God's Country, and God's Country is going right to the top. And you know, it's funny because God's Country was actually Blake Shelton's rise back to the top, and there was an interview he talked about where he was saying he had the same thing. He just flop, and then they did God's Country, and it was just a massive hit. He thought he was done, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really think I was done. I knew I had it in me to something would happen, and I knew it would, and things would turn around eventually. But God, when you're waiting over a year, man, maybe 2 years, it's tough.
Yeah, it is.
My advice is release a good product, keep pushing, and try and get that song on as many phones as possible. I mean, you want your song on as many. I mean, that's it right there. That's the moneymaker.
That's all you can say, man.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is I'm gonna go out. I want to say this. I'm gonna caution because we're doing this out of just randomosity.
Yeah.
Have someone come on and ask you maybe 1 or 2 questions. So if you guys here on Instagram want to hop on, I got 2 requests right now.
I'm gonna tell guys on Facebook if you guys want to hop on Instagram,
oh yeah, that'd be great,
and ask a question. Go to our Instagram, hop on this video, and request to join the live, and we'll bring you in here.
Yeah, that would be great. All right, so our first person is Dennis Formas.
Yeah.
Let's see, accept that. There we go. Okay, no, it's not. I don't know why it's not. I think she might have left. All right, okay. So next
somebody will hop in here. It'll hop. People will come from Facebook.
Okay, so those have been. If you guys have any questions that you want to know more about Drew, or if you want to ask him any questions about when he's going to go on tour, you can either drop a comment down here or you can just join the live.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions on. Casey Van Hook says, "Could you also release it on Amazon Music?" It'll be on Amazon Music.
Okay.
It might be up for pre-order right now on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it'll be out on Amazon Music for sure.
Wow. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I think Amazon. That would be a great thing for. I mean, Amazon. I don't know. I don't know if people really have like that platform as much as they're going to in the future. I mean, Amazon is like just beyond. You know, I don't even know what category you can put Amazon on, but and listen to that on Amazon, man. That's.
Yeah, it's Amazon's. I mean, it's another world, man. They're taking over the world one day at a time, really.
Literally. No, man. Yeah, no. I don't. Like I said. I got someone on Facebook, the Rockstar J. Says, "Why are you so dreamy?"
Yeah, Jay is the lead singer of State of
Mind.
Mind. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know. Well, to answer your question, Jay, it's because I started growing a beard now, so I got to get some of the beard oils that you use all the
Open
time.
this. I gotta
That's
get
it.
mine up a little bit, man. I'm looking kind of rough right now.
Dude, my beard is garbage. I got to get it. It needs to grow out a little bit more, but I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna grow out a beard, get it nice and shaped up, and
Nice.
yeah, I think I would just look way more badass with a beard. So.
Oh, all right, we got Sarah here. Make it your world. Oh, my sign just fell down, so I'm gonna accept that request. Have her come on. Put this back up here. Stick him on there. Boom.
It's
If she joins or not, can you see that? Guys, see that? Oh, perfect. Yeah. Request. Okay. Here we go. All right. No, they're not coming on. This is I've never had.
I'm telling you, man. If this was, I got 4 requests on Facebook right now. If this was on Facebook, it'd be
Well,
crazy.
hey, if you want to bring them on there and ask a question and then repeat it here on Instagram, we could do that too if you like. Oh.
Yeah, sure. I guess I can. Oh, they're gone now.
Oh, see, it's like they come in and they go out.
Yeah, they expire after a certain amount of time. So.
Yeah, but like I said, guys, just join the conversation. Anything you guys want to? Oh, we got a question here on Facebook by Haley Teague. She said, "What inspires you to be an artist?"
What inspires me to be an artist? I've always just wanted. It's something I've always wanted to do. Is musicians. Be a musician, but the real driving force I think behind my job has become now that because when you first start off, it's because like, oh, I want to be a star, or I want to do it. Like, I don't really. I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't really care about being, the world's biggest musician, like the biggest star. I honestly think maybe sometimes it'd be more of a curse than anything.
No, I feel that.
I want freedom. I want security, and I learned that in the last 2 years now. I mean, I'm talking about it twice now, but I was able to be in New York with Hannah for 3 months. Yeah. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I worked a regular 9-to-5 job. So the fact that there's people here that want to listen to my music, and they're the reason that I was able to stay there.
Well, my boy keeps falling down, but no, I totally understand that, man. And I was a little heartbroken too when I heard about that. Your former girlfriend passing away, and I kind of took some time to really just be with my family and just really think about just security of life. You know what I mean?
100%. And she would love that too. So
yeah, man, it's just because you never know. Things like that always just randomly happen, and it's just really hard to kind of deal with that. Like I said, randomosity is just like
yeah. I mean, it was pretty shocking, Jay. Sorry, I know. I just smiled at the camera when you were saying that because I read Jay's comment and I was like, that probably seemed very insensitive of me to be smiling while talking. But Jay was like, "Will you have dinner with me?" Yeah, are you buying?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'll have dinner with you.
Right.
Nice steak dinner. Take me to what is that? Greektown or whatever it was you wanted to go to.
That's a good place. That's a good place to eat something. I got another question from Kathy Dooley. She said, "Why can't you play anywhere you want if you are not signed to a label?"
I can. I can't right now because of COVID.
Right. But even if you were with a label, I don't know if you. I don't know how you feel about that. Are you really extreme about it, or are you kind of I'm not sure because there's a whole spectrum of people with this whole pandemic thing. Some people are very extreme about it; they don't want to leave their house, and some people are just like, I don't care, I'm just going to leave.
Oh, you're talking about COVID? No, I don't really care. I don't want to waste the time scheduling a show and then get shut down, and then I go, okay, well, I just lost all that time. I lost all that money when I could have spent that time making 5 songs,
right?
And putting it out to everybody. So it's like, what do you want? Do you want me to tour so you can see me live one night? Or do you want 5-10 more songs that I can release in the same time I would be on the road touring? So it's I just weigh it out, and it makes more sense to just wait until COVID's completely gone. And who knows? I mean, maybe it'll never happen. But not everything is going well online. I go online and I play music I sign CDs. I've been signing a lot of CDs.
Yeah, and are you still signing them as well?
Yeah, man, I'm almost out. Actually, these CDs are almost sold out, which is a huge blessing. But I'm shocked by it because the last CD took like forever to sell out.
I mean, it's a process, man. It's a process, you know. And I'm always, you know, here to support you, man. Like I said, it's been, you know, I've been following you since.
Oh, it's been years.
Maybe 16, maybe. I mean, just,
yeah.
You know, and like I said, when I first heard your music, it was got me like whoa, and I was like, man, this guy. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Who is, you know? But someone actually sent me one of your songs online. I'm not sure.
Was it Shire?
I think it was Shire. I want to say. I think it was because
he's good, buddy.
I didn't recognize the name, but I was like, the music sounds great. So I was like,
yeah.
All right. Well,
I know Alex Shire. You guys met on one of the singing shows, and so maybe it was him. It's possible. I'm not sure. Either way, yeah, I'm happy you found it.
Nashville, I want to say, 2015, I think. 2014.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, 2014, I want to say, because he made it farther than I did on the show, and we just kind of kept contact. And yeah, he was like, "Hey, man, check out." He was always sending me just like new music from like independent. Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, man, this is great." But yeah, man, yeah, I really appreciate you coming on, Drew. It's always great to hear from you, man. We definitely.
Oh no, I love doing this, man. I appreciate you having me on too. Like you rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we definitely got time to get some food. I don't know if we'll get steaks. Maybe we can get something bigger than that. But
yeah,
come down to Columbus. Just let me know, man. I definitely could. Take and get some good grub.
Yeah, I never have been, so I'd love to, man. I like I said, I appreciate you having me.
Oh man, we gotta change that. Oh man, for all my Buckeye fans out there, OH. That's all I gotta say.
Never been, dude. So no, I appreciate you having me on, man, and I hope this thing goes #1, and
it will.
We'll be celebrating together. That'll be badass.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll make sure I go buy an expensive bottle of champagne. So when it does get there, I'll make a video and post it for you and stuff, or drive up there and see, celebrate together.
I'm telling you, man, I think it's gonna go #1. I think we got it in the bag.
Oh yeah, one more time. Send the link in the so I can pin it so they can go out and pre-order that. Like I said, make sure you guys check out the song God's Country, Drew Jacobs and State of Mind remade Blake Shelton song. It's coming out next week, November 19th. Wow. Yeah. Thanksgiving is like 2 weeks away, man. This is getting close.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, my birthday's in less than a week too. My birthday's on the 15th.
Oh, happy belated. Well, not belated. Happy early birthday. Excuse me.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, excited. This weekend's gonna be great. So you're gonna roll right into it. Just cloud nine, man. Cloud nine.
Yeah, it's a good week. I'm turning 25, and then gonna release this bad boy. So
nice. Oh man, it's gonna be great. Well, thank you again, Drew. I hope you have a great day, man. I hope you have a great birthday for this weekend. I can't wait for the release next week. Let me know if you're having a release party. I would drive up there to be with you and celebrate that with you, man. Thank you all, everyone, for watching. You're watching Ground Sounds.